G'day everyone, it's SDS SuperCoach, providing SuperCoach content for you. I'm here to present the round 18 review here for AFL SuperCoach 2025. I think this is my first Sunday night review. I've actually adjusted my work hours, so I'll be starting a little bit later for work and finishing a bit later, just because I can usually get more stuff done in the morning. So thought I'd put this out now, and I may as well turn up for my funeral because, it's season over for me. As you can tell in the title, I traded for Xerri, and just didn't own him last year. Haven't owned him at all this year. I finally get him in, scores a 57 and knocks out Sparrow. So, I'm not a happy man. Not a happy man. I can understand a lot of people in situations that wouldn't be happy either, because a lot of stuff to talk about from this round. But yeah, I'm just filthy. That is the most frustrating round I can recall. So we scored 2,385, and our season rank has dropped 193 spots to 1,666. I think the top 1K, inside the top 1K dream, could be dead. Still got 3 trades. I used 2 trades to get Xerri, and now I'm begging for some more trades. But also got Nick Martin, so that doesn't help either. So we'll discuss some things. So look, when sort of that leg up we had with the competition has sort of been destroyed with the defensive forward DPP going with Nick Martin. He's unfortunately done his ACL, speedy recovery for Nick Martin, but he'll have to go, of course. Purely depends on what happens with Xerri. My guess would be 3+ weeks. I think at 3 weeks, I'd be tossing and turning whether to hold or not. If it's anything more than 3, he has to go, just because of, just purely because of like 4 out of the 6 weeks remaining. And if I end up holding Xerri for 3, I probably don't finish top 1K, but it could help me for like cash leagues, stuff like that. So, it's a bit of a toss-up. We just need to find out what happens there. Connor Rosie as well got subbed out during the third quarter for a hand injury. Don't know the severity on that. My guess would be, unless it's a broken hand, that it could be minor. So hopefully he is okay and good to go this week against the Hawks in Tassie. Or he could, if he misses 1 or 2 weeks, that's fine. I can hold that. So, and just field McCarthy. And maybe bench Mills with just the inconsistent scoring. But quickly go over the side and figure out what to do. So my final trades last week were Matt Carroll and Jai Caldwell to get Ewan McKinlay from Port Adelaide and Tristan Xerri. So, that hasn't planned out the way I would have liked to, say the very least. So we'll talk about what's going on. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below what you're thinking for this week, because plenty to discuss. Holmes was crap with a 72. He's been a good pick, so I'll let him go on that. Rosie unfortunately injured, stiff for anyone that captained him. I think he was a fairly popular captain in the top 1%, so that is super stiff. I thought it was a great captaincy for this week. Bailey Dale 93. Yeah, cool. Don't have Nas, so whatever. Sheasel 123 was fantastic for sure. Jack Sinclair with a 106 was good, much better to see. I mean, he started out the first quarter really well, then faded off. But that's all right. We'll just take a ton from Sinclair the way it's going. Mills. Oh, mate. Can you just give us 90s every week? You don't have to go high. Just none of this shit. It's not good enough. I'm sorry. Colin Callum, fix up, man. Zach Buzz cheered me up with this captaincy, 154. He was unbelievable. He was on like 66 a quarter time. So that was fantastic. Good to see Butters there. Dacos VC, we just VC'd the wrong Dacos quite clearly. Josh Dacos went absolutely bonkers. Nick Dacos didn't go as well as I would have thought. Bont absolutely went nuts against the Crows, 174. Didn't see a second of this game. So not going to pretend I know what exactly he did, but obviously he was fantastic. And same with Jordan Dawson. He's been, other than Gorn, probably my best trade in this season. Traded him into the Carlton game, this crappy tag game, and then after that he's just gone bonkers. So full credit to Dawson. He's been unbelievable for me. Brayshaw 121, fantastic against the Hawks. I don't know why we didn't tag Sarong. Horn Francis 131. I think he was on 1 at quarter time, then really put out a really good next 3 quarters and kicked a couple of late crucial goals. So that really helped Port get the win and him get a good score. Aloop Chera and fielded McCarthy. So 87, you take that. We'll probably be using him most weeks the way it's going. Yeah, Chera 76. I mean, the role's still there. Just Carlton are unfortunately a bit of a rabble at the minute. So it's probably a bit tough it's probably not a good situation to own any Carlton players at this stage. Zach Johnson was sub 41. One thing I've noticed, I had like 4 or 5 players playing on my bench playing every week. That's gone down to 2, and that was with Zach Johnson being sub. Keeler got dropped. Bo Allen got dropped. So, yeah, not ideal. Gorn absolutely spanked Xerri, and Melbourne had a good win there. Xerri, get stuffed, mate. Gee. SuperCoach, he never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, you always throw up some good surprises, don't you? Bailey Smith, 73, poor by foot. McRae, 108, was very solid, very respectful. Rankin, good couple of weeks, 105, you take that. Petrarca, the role was there, just completely butchered it. Speed of recovery, Nick Martin, he's been a great pick for me, but that really hurts to let go because I absolutely love Nick Martin. Chad Warner, 84, he's just been vanilla for about 2 months. And then Rowan Marshall with a flat ton. Bit concerning with Max Heath in the side and him wanting to spend a bit more time forward. So not like there's much we can do with that. It's not much we can do at all. But, yeah, it's a bit concerning that one of your pods is, being not the solo ruck anymore. So what are we going to do? This is probably going to be a quick review because I'm just can't talk about this for too long. I mean, Nick Martin's got to go, being a good soldier, but in the nicest way possible. I don't think I can bring in any Essendon players with the amount of injuries they're getting. So I feel like it has to be a forward. If I'm going down to 2, I would like some forward cover. I'd love Luke Jackson. I would love Luke Jackson. I know he's been poor in the last 2. What's the point in holding Nick Martin? I need the points on field now. But Jackson would be awesome. He'd give me ruck cover. If I did want to trade out Xerri and Nick Martin, I don't think I have the money to do this. Jackson... Nah, I'm like 50k short. I'd love to do like Jackson and Wanganeen Millera if I decided to trade out both, but 50k short of that, even with the big amount of money I've got in the bank. They'll be useful this week, that's for sure. So in terms of what we're going to do, I think we're holding Rosie. Xerri, this is all based on suspension. 3 weeks is really awkward. 2, I'm happy to hold. 4 weeks is, yeah, you got to go, son. I'd probably I think if I had to trade out Xerri, I think I would just bring in Wanganeen Millera. His run is just absolutely insane. And then for Nick Martin's replacement, if I went a pure mid, I know I'd have so many St Kilda players on my side, but their run's just absolutely madness. Like Jack Steele really tempts me at 513k. I think that's pretty good value for what he can do for the last 6 weeks. Saints run after this week is just ridiculous. They got Geelong this week, don't they? Yeah, that's yuck. But after that, it turns really good. Yeah, probably. I feel like it has to be a forward. just for cover now with Keeler out of the side. I feel like it just has to be a forward if I went that route. I don't think Melbourne's run's that amazing. I don't want any of this. I don't want any of this. I don't want any of these. Max Hall. I don't want any of these forwards, so I don't know. Other than Jackson. Yeah, so I think we'll just better. If Xerri is 2 or 3 weeks, I think we hold and just hope that Flex can cover us as best as it can, and I'll just be using the shit out of loops. For 594K, I don't want to use all my money. That's the thing. I don't want to use all my money, so like I could bring in Goulden if I want to, but I'd still have 2 trades left, and I want money to have some flexibility there. So I feel like it has to be. I'm happy to spend up 40K, I'd say. Ed Richards is ripe for the picking right now, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Dogs have a good run. That's interesting. How much would that leave me? 43K. That's a bit tight for two more others. In terms of who else, yeah, as I said, might be Jack Steele. Caleb Sarong could be all right, but I feel like just teams will start tagging him. I think Brisbane's run's pretty bad. I feel like Josh Dacos will be talked about a fair bit. Zach Merritt, nah. I don't know. I feel like it'll probably end up being Jack Steele. Unless I want Pickett. I'm fairly certain Melbourne gets pretty bad late. I don't know. Pickett's good to watch, but I'm not sure. So, is there any hidden gems here? Not really. Hard to bring in Kennedy with that score. My gosh. I think they did something with his role. Leave me in the comments. Let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just Ed Richards. 43K in the bank. That's not great. Yeah, I think it's between him or Steele at this stage, unless I find a forward out of nowhere, which could help me. So I'll need to give that a bit more thought. In terms of vice captain and captain, I think I was looking at this earlier. There were 4 good options, but they weren't amazing. Tom Green on Thursday night against the Bombers could go pretty well there. I was thinking Rowan Marshall, but if he's duo rucking with Max Heath, I'm not sure, but should do well there, I guess. Jordan Dawson, I feel like that's probably the easy captain option. So I think at this stage I'm leaning towards Tom Green into Dawson. There's Max Gawn if Pitterneck gets dropped and it's DeConing versus, I don't know what's going to happen now with that. I think they're going to keep playing Pitterneck. So I think at this stage it's going to be Tom Green into Dawson. In terms of loops, I mean, I think I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Now with the player pool getting a bit thin with options, can I loop Mills and McCarthy? 415, 810, yep. So I think we'll loop Mills and McCarthy with using Campbell Gray. Sure, against Melbourne, I think we're just straight field. We'll whack the E on Zach Johnson to see if anything interesting happens there. Beg that Keeler comes back, but I think he might be done. Figure out what to do with Nick Martin. I really don't. I just looking at these forward options, other than Luke Jackson, I'm sounding like a broken record, but there's just nothing sticks out to me. Luke Parker. Ugh. What's North Melbourne's run home? There's it's a bit mid. I'll need to do my research, obviously. Caleb Daniel, I'd rather just bet against that. Filthy, I don't know if Adelaide's got a good run. Bit wishy-washy. Dylan Moore, no. Sam Darcy, could he finally start kicking into gear? I mean, Sam Darcy's pretty cool, but he hasn't done much in the past few weeks. And the break-even's a bit ridiculous. It's just awful timing for this. I felt like there would have been more options this week. Unless I just want to, just hope that no forwards get hurt or laid outs or anything. Otherwise, I'd be stuffed. Especially if I'm going to hold Xerri. Yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, I'll have to give it some more thought. Let's check out some of the leagues here. So the SDS Super League, I lost again here. Dropped down to 6th. So Connor had a really good round, 2,500. Yeah, there are a lot of scores that are very interesting. You either went really well or really bad, it feels. So 170th, that's good. Connor and Stuart killing it. Nicholas, great stuff. We had a lot of good. A lot of the guys here had some good scores, so that's good to see. And I think final starting round 20, so 2 more rounds to go. I know Jake, the winner of last year, yep, he's moved into the top 8 to hold his mantle in the SDS Super League too. So James, I wonder how these guys went. Wow, there you go. Daniel and James. These two have been absolutely unbelievable this season. And they're inside the top 100. So there you go. Good on yous. Good on yous. You deserve it. Oh, poor Zane. Oh, poor Cheese. Poor Cheese. And then Jack, great round from Wayne. Yep, some really nice scores here across the board. So in terms of, we're sitting in 3rd here. But a couple of bad rounds and we can fall out of the 8. So yeah, look, I think we'll wrap it up there, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Apologies for a bit of a rant. I've enjoyed SuperCoach this year. Like, I think the main positive, or the main thing I've tried to bring into SuperCoach this year is be more positive. But unfortunately, after a situation like this round, where it's just very hard to get up and about, the aim's still top 1K, but there might be a couple of moves for the rest of the season where I'll prioritise my cash leagues and whatever. Draft leagues are still going pretty strong. So, it's been a good season, but I don't really know what to think after that. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Love everyone, and we'll see each other in the next video. Have a good one, guys.